Due to the irritating noises of these notifications on my phone, I have to leave that in part one. So this is going to be part two. Getting back to what I was saying about Undertaker, wanting to retire after the match when he liked this, when he liked it, a fan's post, and I think that was like a sign of him not wanting to wrestle anymore. He's been in this company for 30 years. Like, Undertaker wants to retire. Vince needs to leave these guys alone. He needs to leave Undertaker alone. He needs to let Mark Calloway retire in his own peace, peacefully, without, Vince interfering. Because the only reason why they keep coming back is because of the money. It was all due to Vince. If they were smart enough, they would have said no. I'm not trashing them. I'm not talking down to them. I'm just saying they need to make some better decisions. You know what I'm saying? So, I think Vince needs help, some professional help.
McMahon's response to the AEW threat seems to focus on one solution: throwing money at his talent to stick with the company, as he trusts the fans will stay loyal to the WWE.
No, we're not.
Overwhelming evidence to the contrary.
No, we're not.
As Meltzer noted, the WWE has gone out of it.
Even a granny can be a weapon. What's the word from your trailer?
Out of its way to re-sign existing contracts with talent. For example, the Usos recently re-signed with
the
WWE,
Samoan niggas.
While Pro Wrestling Sheet reports Mike and Maria Kanellis just signed a new 5-year deal with WWE.
Okay, Mike and Maria Kanellis never did anything. Those two are the most boring couples I've ever seen in wrestling. They could have stayed other wrestling. I don't know, man. But look, the thing is that I hate about Vince. He is trying his best to try to keep us in the game. When you know daggone well your product sucks. You just have these wrestlers sign a multi-deal, and yet somehow you are now allowing them to do what they want to do. You are giving us trash product once again, and I can care less about Maria or Mike. Jesus Christ, I can't even. Sorry about that, guys. No notification. Anyways, I do not like when Vince McMahon tries to force feed to us to make us watch this crappy product. You were never gonna admit that your product is trash. We haven't watched Raw and SmackDown. I went cold turkey last year. I have no regrets. So, until your product gets better, I don't want to watch wrestling. But if it's AEW, I'm gonna watch that company than Raw and SmackDown. You can bet on that.
Keep them both with the company until 2024. Maria tweeted on May 27, 2019 concerning their contracts. Contracts are up in 3 weeks, just saying. Mike Kanellis' WWE career seemed to stall since his signing in 2017.
He sucks!
He's been regularly appearing on 205 Live. The Kanellis' signing suggests that not everyone is concerned about pushes as much as they are about big money contracts.
Who cares?
Not everyone sees All Elite Wrestling as a true rival to WWE. Recently, former WWE superstar Batista, who retired after his appearance at WrestleMania 35, commented on the new company during an appearance with YouTube's Chris Van Vliet. I don't see it as legitimate competition. I see it as competition, which is great because there should always be competition, but until they produce one of their own major stars, and until they have a production that's as big as WWE, until they start. I mean, WWE's got the next 3 generations of superstars because they've got NXT camps all...
BS, because Vince McMahon refuses to work with them. I mean, Dave's comments doesn't make any sense. They do need big competitions because the WWE as of today sucks in its own way, and they already are. They got NXT stars, they get the next generation of superstars, and somehow they're not working with them. It's all Vince. They got the NXT camps, and yet when they go to the main roster, like I said, look what happened. So there's no point.
All over the world now. They're so far ahead of the game that I don't see any real competition. Not even close. I believe that competition is always good, especially in the sports entertainment industry, okay? I really support them. Nonetheless, WWE talent continues to see AEW as a viable alternative to the
Yeah, they have every right to.
Meltzer observing, because number one is WWE.
No, it's not.
WWE is offering people a lot of money.
Not anymore.
Ridiculous. I mean, more money than these guys have ever made in their lives. But even with that, there are guys who have told me, including guys in AEW now, that they cannot believe they turned the offer down, but they did. I know people in WWE now who are not interested in signing again, and they cannot believe the amount of money they're turning down the money. But it's like, if you're miserable and you're not being who you want to be, and maybe you can make a little less, but it's more than you've ever dreamed about making in the business, maybe you can make more if you become a star. I'll put it this way, if you're a guy, I don't want to name names because they'll, but let's just say that you're a guy and you were offered $500,000 for 5 years from WWE. And let's say you know you're going nowhere there. You've been there, you know how they book, but you can make that money, or you can go in and you could go to AEW and you can have confidence that you can be a superstar. And even if you make $350,000 in the beginning, if this thing takes off, then you'll make more. But when your contract is up, in one case, you'll be a jobber for life.
Exactly.
You'll be Dolph Zigglered out and your career is done. I don't want to say done, because Dolph Ziggler's doing okay right now. But still, he never was what he should have been. Or you could be Jon Moxley, who is hotter than he's ever been in his whole life. And WWE superstars can see it.
Like I said before, sometimes Vince McMahon needs to jump back into reality. Your employees are hating this product that they're working for. We all know why Sasha Banks sucks as a wrestler, because she botches too much. Shoot. The female wrestlers aren't the only ones that suck at wrestling sometimes. Men's wrestling do as well. And by then, and I do mean by then, they're going to end up going to AEW because they're going to do better over there, make a whole lot of money than they do in the WWE. Vince is basically doing way too much, offering so much money in this contract, and deep down, a whole lot of them turned down that contract because of how Vince McMahon did. What's up, Eric Johnson? This is one of the main reasons why the WWE as of today sucks. And if you're an old school fan, watch the 80s, watch the early 90s wrestling. At least those eras are entertaining than today. Even watch the Attitude Era. If you watch that with the Ruthless Aggression Era, I personally think that all of those eras from back in the day are more successful and entertaining than today's product. And until this company, like I said, gets better, they need to step, Vince McMahon needs to retire. Let the legends retire in peace. Stop bringing them back. Undertaker liked the post on Instagram. So that's a clear sign to me that Vince McMahon he's out of control.
The WWE has long been the world's #1 wrestling promotion after putting its US national competitor WCW out of business. While there are thriving promotions such as Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling, neither is in the same category as the WWE. They lack a national TV deal in the US, and the financial backing to support a talent roster comparable to the WWE. Enter AEW, a promotion with an owner with deep pockets, a dynamic talent.
He do need to go. He's the problem.
As WrestleMania explained in a recent video, AEW's success is not a slam dunk, but the promotion has got to be seen as a legitimate competitor.
Right.
Vince McMahon has been in the driver's seat so long that it's easy to see how he became complacent running the WWE and how he underestimated All Elite Wrestling. However, Vince McMahon has been in a similar situation before. Recall the WWF's dark days of 1995, a time when business was low, and the company faced stiff competition from WCW that threatened to bankrupt McMahon's empire. Nonetheless, this competition ultimately helped the WWF turn things around and become the world's #1 wrestling promotion again. While McMahon clearly underestimated AEW, don't think he's down for the count just yet. Well guys, there you have it.
I think he's definitely down all the way to the count, because I said this 100 times. Hold up, let me switch, because I gotta get my opinions out. And I'm about to go full flash up in here. Look, let me explain something to y'all. Every time I watch, today's product, it's sad to me. Things can't ever get back to what they used to. This is all due to Vince McMahon's nonsense. He's unwilling to change. He's unwilling to give the fans what they want. And it's quite obvious to me that a lot of us quit watching wrestling because of Vince. And if he could change that, from being in a dog, from being under the rock during 95 and 96, why can't he do that today? He could have done this years ago. Vince McMahon claims that he understands why this company sucks. I don't believe one bit. I don't believe him. And until I do, he's going to have to show me some proof, show me some facts that I believe that your product sucks. And if you truly believe that your product sucks, why can't you do anything about it? What if it killed you to just pass the torch already? What if it killed you to show some respect to the black wrestlers instead of giving them stereotypical gimmicks? Thugs, acting like niggas all the time, all ghetto, the Usos, they're alright, but they're not that. I just don't care about them because, like I said, they get on TV, they act like Samoan niggas, so, hey, that's what it is. And this is one of the main reasons why I hate WWE of today. It's a kid show now. They barely swear on TV. Only time they cuss on TV is what they used to be, bees, sluts, hoes, thoughts, but they don't even say with passion that get us entertained and excited. And every time I look at this product, I get sad. Like, it's this company, what I used to watch and know, it's so sad in its own way. Vince is never gonna listen to the fans, Aaron. That I know of. And they did ruin Bobby Lashley as well. I would never forget that stupid excitement that they did with him. So-called being bullied by his sisters being bullied. Come found out it was number 3 niggas in a drag, and drag dresses and stuff. Like, come on. That is so stupid. Like, that is not what entertaining should be. And here's where I have to rant on this, because I'm getting really irritated by this company of how underwell they perform, especially at Saudi Arabia. Vince is never gonna stop doing his deeds. I mean, he planted so many seeds to the point where the problems grew, and you can't even cut them. The more seeds you planted, the more flowers and plants they grow, the more problems they grow. And until there's a solution, he can't even cut the plant. If they're good enough to become vegetables to eat, fruits to eat, if the WWE wants to change, then I think they need to cut ties with Vince McMahon and let Triple H take over. Then he can start over from scratch. But Triple H, man, he's becoming a mark now because he's so busy signing these indie wrestlers. Like, it's so sad to me as a wrestling fan to see it go down the drain like this. And another thing I hate about Bobby Lashley is the fact that Vince McMahon has him doing this whole bending over, spraying his butt cheeks, and That's got to be the most gayest thing I've ever seen. I'm sorry, but it is. And the whole stupid MLK tribute they did, yeah, I'm never gonna forget that. Based on what I saw from PW Hustle's video, aka A-Track. I saw his video, and I completely agree with him. When they completely edited out the word Negro because they didn't want to offend the PC crowd, so the kids will be going to the mommies and complaining about the WWE using the word nigger. I mean, everybody knows the word nigger, what it meant, when it means to black people, why people shouldn't be saying it, period. But the thing is, white people be using it for years towards us. I mean, it's nothing new. I mean, when you're racist, you're racist. And Vince McMahon is a complete racist. He's never gonna, acknowledge the word Negro because he basically didn't want to offend, the kids and soccer moms because look, there is the biggest reason why so many people are tuning out of Raw and SmackDown. And for that, I say I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for the wrestlers. I feel sorry for the fans. They deserve better. And sometimes they need to understand why we hate this company so much, because I'm willing to change how your product is. And it's unfortunate that Vince McMahon is never going to change. I mean, I've been through this before. So my advice for you wrestling fans out there, and if you don't like the wrestling, watch the old school stuff. They're 10 times better than today's product. From the 90s to the Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era, and a little bit of PG. Just a little bit, but not a lot. So and this is the worst part about this company is Vince McMahon. He is unwilling to just give the fans what they want. And it's basically starting to show just how uncreative, just how stupid he is since forever. And if you truly feel that way, why did he change sooner? It's called common sense. If you can't change your product, don't, just step down. Step down. Let let Undertaker retire. Leave him alone. So it is what it is. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I just want to. Oh, and shout out to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, all over the world. Much love to y'all. Y'all enjoy my live stream and my reaction. Make sure you do this. Subscribe to my channel. Follow your boy on social media. Until then, DHR2. Much love.